Yeah, today I'm going to explain about vendor calls and resume preparation and taking interviews. Okay. So first of all, when you are taking vendor calls, you need to be very confident. See, by the vendors can easily identify whether you are an experienced resource or without experienced resource. They can easily identify by talking to you. So you have to be very clear. Means you have to be very proactive. You have to prepare prior the interview saying what all you have done in simple notes. You keep down all the information when you came to US, when you have the expiry date, all these things. Even you can tell a simple two lines saying that I came here on this date and I transferred to this company on this date, all this stuff. And you keep all the client locations, address, perfect address, and their restaurants nearby. So if they ask you, uh, you can simply tell, yeah, so this is our company, and yeah. So some interviewers even ask where you generally go for lunch as well. Okay, for testing you. Okay, and your educational details again and again, and a simple statement you have to prepare after the interview. You have to say some simple sentence like thanks for taking interview, and some simple two lines. It's again, you can customize like anything you want. Why I am giving this type of notes is, if you have these notes, it's really good. You don't need to think about everything. You can simply read these things in a very readable format. So if I ask Akshay or Ravi to read this particular line, so you read in a very fluent way. So it looks like you are speaking very good English like this. Okay. Now when you already prepared these notes, you don't make any grammar mistakes also, right? And about your experience also, you prepare 3 to 4 lines about your experience. What have you worked on Salesforce? What parts? Developer administration, all this stuff, and have you the basic thing, the overall core thing you can speak about this. I worked on migrations, okay, deploying things to the sandboxes. I use Eclipse a lot like this. You can speak in, prepare this, okay, on your own, which will help you. I'm sorry. Yeah, can you see my screen? Anyway, I'm talking about this basic information. I want you guys to make a simple spreadsheet which will describe about yourself, okay, and even the projects what you have done with, okay, um, project reference what you have. Keep everything in document so that it's easy to tell you very quickly. And even each and every project you worked for at least 1 or 2 years, right? 1 year, 1.5 year, like this. So if they simply ask you, hey, can you tell me about your project, you think about your project. If there is a healthcare customer, you have to think about healthcare requirement and stuff. But I'm asking you to prepare everything in prior. So I worked on this requirement. You prepare what things you have to tell. You have to mention each and everything in this spreadsheet, and it's easy. Make sure that you have written this in a very readable format. Okay, when you're explaining about the business process overview, you can say the company is involved in developing educational tools. Okay, and the main objective of this is this. Okay, we are building CRM for this company to manage all these tools and applications and customers inside Salesforce CRM. So which means, um, so with this you're not, they can't differentiate you with the highly experienced people. Okay, and you have to put down the technical architecture and what all you have worked on, the project description also, each and everything in lines in readable format. So if they ask about the project description, you can say for Congage, we have done this mobile ready Salesforce One mobile application for their sales and service reps. Using Salesforce One, we built custom responsive view of components and on-field related objects, and also configured workflows and approval process. This is a completely readable format. Same way you have to build for your projects also. And If they ask about the daily roles and responsibilities, again you prepare 3 to 4 lines for that. What will you do generally? Okay, you generally work on Apex VF pages and debugging code, enhancing the application, supporting QA. This is what you can mention quickly, because if you are applying for developer position, yes, these are the core tasks for that. Again, you prepare the things in prior for each and every project. At least for the last 2 projects is required. I don't worry. I don't ask you to prepare for all the projects. For all the projects, you just give your customer name and the industry, what industry it belongs to. Okay, that simple thing. Uh, Pfizer healthcare, um, Marsh insurance company. This is a leading insurance company in USA. That simple sentence is enough. But for the latest 2 projects, you have to prepare each and everything, the industry as well as references, all this stuff. Pick the references from your employer. Okay, he's gonna share you that. So keep this sheet whenever you're taking this vendor calls or even the main interviews. Okay, that will help you. Even this will be okay. Closing this. And in the meantime, I'm going to share some more videos to you on links where you can view that. So the today's class is actually integration class, which I have a detailed video on that. Okay, why I cannot show you a real demo is the problem with the integration is we have to get the other system information also to integrate with the Salesforce system. Okay, so when you have other system, so you cannot simply ask the other system login. Okay, for integrating in Salesforce. I have done similar thing for AT&T package, which I will explain it in the video. You can view that. Okay. Coming down to the resume notes, resume information. Yeah, you should have at least 75% of the first page is your professional summary, 60 to up to 1 page. Okay, not more than that. And your certifications. Some people will include their images also, certification logos. If you are certified, yes, you add that. It's required to show because again the technical skills. Okay, and your work experience starts here, and you put down each and every project with dates, with the client name, your role, and city and state. Okay, but here I haven't mentioned city and state here. My friend didn't mention. Okay, and later on you can even put the environment where all you have worked in for each and every project, and even the roles and responsibilities for each and every project. So you worked on, so keep it as a responsibilities as the heading, and write your responsibilities. Created customer portal, created workflow rules and assignment rules for this customer. You can say make sure that you are using the developer, Salesforce developer as the role. You give all the first half of the things should be the developing things. You should add the developing roles and responsibilities like Apex VF pages, triggers, okay, type of thing. And later on you can put the configuration stuff like workflow rules, field updates, reports and dashboards, data management and stuff in the later 50% of the roles and responsibilities. Okay, again that's not the matter, but I'm showing you the best practice. And again, for suppose if you are talking about some important topics like Apex stuff, all this stuff, you highlight that lines. See, highlight this like this so that it's easy for the vendors to look into your skills on each and every project. Same way you have to highlight even for the summary also. The important keywords you have to highlight. Experience in analyzing, designing, all this stuff you highlighted. Same way coming down to Apex also, see you highlighted only this important keywords. You are not simply giving, you're highlighting the other stuff like this. Okay. If you feel the important and tough things, you highlight that. In integrations, yes, you highlight that particular topics. Okay. So make sure that you have around, if you are going on 7 years experience resume, you have to give, you have to mention all your projects up to seven. Okay, seven projects, or six or five. 5 to 7 projects is fine. Not five. Five is very less. 6 to 8 or 9 projects is fine, because I can go like some projects will be have the time frame for the project is 1.5 year. Some projects is 8 months. Like that you can split. Average for a year you can say it's one project, or 1.5 year it's a one project. And I want you to one thing. So I think from tomorrow, so the daytime you guys are free, right? I want you guys to work on some assignments which are posted on the login which I shared with you. So there's a login. There are some assignments with that. At least try it. Okay. The configuration stuff you can leave it if you are very familiar with that. You can leave it. But the coming down to the developing concepts, I want you to try things on your own. So if you are listening to some examples, you can understand that examples, that's fine. But you cannot do things on your own. So you will be very confident only when you try examples on your own. First of all, you can't build any simple page also. Later on, after 1 week, you can build some pages. Later on, you can build some very good advanced pages also after 2 weeks. I'm gonna share some developer guides to you. The Visual Force developer guide, Apex developer guide. You can see in our charter also. If you log into the charter, on the charter, I have files. I have mentioned that to some of other people also multiple times. You can download the 3 workbooks into your system. First of all, the basic things required for that, you develop the basic objects and stuff, which will take not more than 1 hour, 2 hours. Later on, you guys will be see. This is the 3 workbooks. I'm mentioning you guys. I hope you have training 5, right? Training 4 or 5? Is this
It was four actually.
exactly? Yeah. Use this workbooks from tomorrow. Don't waste your time. Okay. So, and I want to give even some topics to you where you guys can assign each and every topic to one person in this in your group. There are 4 people, right? You assign things one for each and every person. You you present. You can create a go-to meeting, and you can what you can do is you can join that. For suppose if Nikhil is presenting on workflow rules, the other guy Ravi will be presenting on approval process. So you can try you can connect some meetings daily on a setup call like this, and you can do that. This way you can increase your presentation skills. Okay, it really helps in even in the projects also. You should be proactive. Okay, so if you are presenting something, so you can speak generally, but I want you to present with some topic. So you guys make some simple presentation about 5 to 10 slides, present this to other 2 people. So and you can see how things means you can slowly improve. In a week you can improve even the presentation skills also. That's what you need in the project when you are discussing about requirements at the customer place. I know some people who came out very quickly in less than a month because of lack in communication skills. I know you guys are really good, but I want to make sure you guys even perform really better than this. Okay, as you don't have experience, anyone will face the same issue. Okay, but if you practice at least a week, then you're good. And by the parallelly you're gonna increase your skills also. When you are trying to explore some topics, when you're trying to present some topics to other people, you try to present really better, and you learn some topics, you explore some things also, the limits of that. So I'm gonna share the admin topics initially to you, and later on the developer topics. If I'm sharing 6 topics, distribute it one by one. sorry, if I'm sharing 8 topics, distribute one by one each and every person. Now each and every person will be having two tasks. If one person is presenting, the other two people can learn it. That how you can again relearn the complete Salesforce topics. Okay. If you want me to be in the call, I will be in the call, but I might not join most of the times. Okay. So these things are useful to means improve means again brushing up your skills and practicing stuff. Okay. And that's the actual plan. Okay. Do you guys need to share something to me? If yes, yeah, you can ask some questions or anything. You can work on that. If you want some more examples, yes, I will prepare a list of videos on the with the examples. I will share it with you. Before that, I want you guys to try examples on your own. Okay, and even we have a lot of examples in our enterprise edition. You can explore that first. Open the page. What's happening? You can check the requirement. Understand. Try all the type of options. What's available in that page, all the custom buttons, all the input fields, save the records. See what's happening. Now go back to the code or open in the same code in the same page in the half screen and check it. What's happening there? And try the same example in your system. Or some people don't want to try the same thing. If you want to, if you have seen a contact search page on the system, you don't want to do the same search on contacts. You want to try on opportunities. That's a really good option. You can try similar requirements on different objects, which makes you means again more better in developing code stuff. Okay. Nikhil, are you getting vendor calls?
Yes, Venkat, I got two vendor calls from last week.
Okay.
Actually, they don't ask much questions. They just forward my resume to Prime Vendor. So maybe I can expect call from this Monday. So
Exactly.
one is Wipro, and there is some one more else.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do have your resume. So I know few customers who are looking for Salesforce developers. I'm going to share with them. So these are
yeah,
not
please,
like
thank you.
independent vendors. They are directly Salesforce prime vendors. Means
Yeah,
not the prime vendors also they are direct customers. Yeah.
okay,
So I don't
thank you.
know how it works generally in between how they will partner with your company, but I will try
Yeah,
sending it. If they are happy with it, then you can directly go on full time or with EJ to take.
yeah, okay,
Sure.
that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, and I want you other guys, Akshay, Ravi, and the missing person, Karthik, to prepare your resumes also. If you want some help, take Nikhil's help. He did this a week back. Okay.
Okay, Venkat.
And,
Venkat, I got a question, Venkat.
mhm.
Uh, I'm basically not from computer background. In the development part that you're saying, everything was fine, but it is taking time for me to understand. So could you please upload all the videos that you explained from last 1 week
Sure.
or 2 weeks
Sure.
for the development?
Actually, yeah, that's really yeah. Okay, that's fine. Earlier, when I was preparing when I was learning Salesforce also, right? The first 1 2 years, right? I really don't know. Means I'm really not getting what to do, what to build. So that really takes time. Even it happens for every technology. So if I ask you to develop some Java class after training you for 2 months, also you can't build this on your own. But after practicing, you can do that. First, watch the code. Yeah, I will do that. That's what I'm saying. I want to share
Okay.
the examples to you, and as well as you log into the enterprise edition. So there are a lot of VF pages. If you know how to open VF pages, then you know how to see the code also, right? You can
Yes.
see the code first, see what's the requirement there. Try like first play with that page, create record, save, delete, all this stuff, because there are some custom buttons also. Send email button also. If you click on that, it sends email. You know, and by seeing that, you cannot build the same page. I want you initially to open the code, see the same page and linked controller code also, and try to build the same thing in your developer edition. There is an edition for you also, right, which you have taken on your own in the starting of the training. You can create this same requirement on the same object or on the different object. That's fine, anything is fine. Replacing the variables is not the big thing. If you start with, right, you will get a lot of hurdles. Even though after seeing the code also, you don't know what to do. If you still blocked, again come back to the example, again see one more time, just try building again without seeing that. And after a couple of times you start building the example in a week, you can build the examples on your own. You can try creating the classes without referring to the previous code. So for suppose initially if you have built a search on contact page, that's done. Later on you can build a similar requirement without watching the code on the opportunity or some other objects. That's what you are going to get similar type of requirements even in the main projects also. They want you to create a page for searching these objects, the type of requirements. They want you to create a new UI for the existing page with a new custom buttons which sends emails, which saves the thing as a PDF. That examples is already with us. You can look into that. The same requirements will be even in your, but if there's any custom requirements also, yes, you have ability to build after working on these examples on your own. Yeah, let's have a strong plan. So you can even use that workbooks also. Workbooks will be having a requirement and a simple code also after that. That will be really helpful for you. If you have done that workbook, then you are good at development. At least
Yes,
means
Venkat.
initial
I've gone through that workbook.
cool. Okay, that's really cool. Yeah. So if you know when to use which tags, when to use which classes and stuff, that's it. That's what programming is, and you don't have any issues at all.
And Venkat, can you share all videos under the like one playlist? Because when we enter into the cloud computing training videos, all the videos are
Yeah,
merging together.
all the videos are junked. Okay, yeah, I know.
Like this batch, one you can create one playlist and you can upload the same videos for
Yeah,
this
so
class.
yeah, I'll do that.
Especially developing videos since last couple of weeks, I think.
Sure,
I
I'll do
think
that.
28. Yeah, please.
I'll plan that. Okay, yeah, because that's taking some time for me to again rewatch the same video, and I will do that. Okay, anyway, at any point
Yeah,
do that.
it's going to be merging with like cerebral elite, so these both are like confusing for me
Yeah, I
to
got it. Yeah,
understand.
but you can watch any video, but what
Yeah,
happened here is it's not in the orderly way. That's the reason. That's the problem. You
yep.
can watch the developing video of the cerebral or elite also.
Oh, okay.
So in that case, I might be explaining some different example, but you know the tags what I'm explaining there, right? Okay.
I thought there must be like different kind of training.
Yeah, but it's Salesforce training only, but the examples might be different, and again, it may even help you also. Generally, what happens is I generally share the other videos which I haven't explained them in the class, so that they can even see other examples also from the other videos. Anyway, I will try to create the chart of all the playlists, separate playlist for these videos also.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So again, if I have any calls late, please let me know in prior. I'm going to share my calendar also to you. So okay, right. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Um, do you have any questions? So I think from tomorrow, this is your turn. You have to work hard. Okay, you have to create a strong plan. So at least start working at least for 8 hours.
Because we are done with the sandbox testing, right?
Sandbox testing.
Yeah.
Okay, the test classes I have to share that video to you. But sandbox testing is not a very separate thing. After building the test class, you simply click on test all classes. That's a small option which I'm explaining in a test class video, which I'm going to share with you. That's video and integration video. I'll share that with you. Okay. Yeah. If you have
Okay.
any questions, say again. We are not breaking this.
Oh
We
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Um, but
So we
not
meet
regular.
tomorrow like 3 o'clock, right? Regular timings.
No, we are not meeting tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. On Monday?
We'll meet on Monday, and
Okay.
we'll figure out this test class issue.
Yeah.
The test class will explain it. So means we are done.
Yeah.
We can say that we are done with the training. We are now
Yeah.
explaining some a Q&A, and even I want you guys to run independent call without me to talk about the topics one by one, again from starting each of the topics on your own. So you spend 1 hour per day for on the call meeting on for these four people. You speak 15 minutes for each person, where you're gonna present on different topics. Okay, I can share the topics if you want, and later on only 1 hour for that call. So first 15 minutes you're gonna present. Later on you're gonna learn from others. Don't skip the call. Okay, you'll be in the call daily at some time whenever you guys are free. Okay, and parallel you can even try separate examples. And if you want to extend this call, you can even extend for 30 more minutes for the questions you have. You can discuss in the team what all you have done for today. You can show the things to other people can show it to you, that you can decide the time. Okay, you can go for 10 minutes for the demo, so that 20 minutes you can finish. 40 minutes you can finish all remaining 20 minutes you can show the demos of each and every person what they have done in the class. Okay.
And I have some doubts on like ETL tools. Just discuss the ETL tools, right? The
But
before.
we are not going to discuss ETL tools, but I will tell you when we are going to use that, um, and what case in data migrations. Okay. But yes, I want you guys to even explore that tool also. That's not a big deal. There is a tool called Informatica Cloud and Jitterbit.
Yeah.
So what you guys do is, Nikhil, you explore on this tool. So it's a topic for you.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So you just have to go take login of Informatica Cloud and connect Salesforce with their endpoint, like Salesforce username, password, token. This is how you can configure Salesforce as endpoint. So might
Okay.
be you might be using Salesforce in this to move data from a civil system to Salesforce, or legacy CRM to Salesforce. In this case, Salesforce is the target endpoint.
Okay.
You can connect Cbill with the Oracle database server. That's a source endpoint. You can connect these endpoints, but in general case, right, we don't have other endpoints, right? What you can do is you can set two Salesforce endpoints. One is Akshay's, the other is Nikhil's. Nikhil's is the source organization. Target is Nikhil's organization only, where you're gonna move the data from Akshay's system to Nikhil's application. Bulk data migrations you can do with this ETL tools. You can even transform also. If the value inside the Akshay system on annual salary is 1 lakh, you can multiply into 2 times, and you can move that automatically move into Nikhil. So all the records are same, but the annual revenue will be 2 times that of Akshay's records. That's called transformation. Okay, you can transform the data while you are migrating. That can be done with these ETL tools. Yeah, we can
Okay.
run a quick call. That's not a big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cool. That's it, guys. Let's break this call for today. And you guys, so and now Nick, Akshay, Ravi, and Karthik have time to prepare their resumes. I'm giving just 1 day time for you guys. You guys can prepare resumes and send back to me. If there's any errors, I will just reply back to you. I'm not going to check very means in detail way, but at least the main formatting things, how vendors will look your resume. On the same way, I'm going to look it. All the spell mistakes you have to fix on your own by clicking on right click. If there's any red color underline, right click, fix it. Proper spelling mistakes. Don't make any spelling mistakes in that. Your Microsoft Word will suggest you the proper spellings that can be done. Okay, so Nikhil also can help other people who need help on resume
Yeah.
perfection. That's it, guys.
Yeah.
Let's meet on Monday call.